In this video, I would like to show you how we solve and graph and write in interval notation absolute value inequalities. So I want to take you through two problems. Let's take this as our first example. Let's take the absolute value of 3x minus 5 is less than or equal to, let's say 20. The absolute value of 3x minus 5, actually let me make that less than or equal to 19, as that will give us nicer numbers. All right, so remember, absolute value tells us how far a number is from 0. So this says this is a number, 3x minus 5. This number is no more than 19 units away from 0. So if this is 0, okay, I've got 19 units to the left, I've got 19 units to the right. That number is somewhere in here, somewhere between negative 19 and positive 19. And I want to express that as an inequality, and this is my first step in solving this inequality, and it's the most crucial step you can write. So again, this number, 3x minus 5, is at most 19 units away from 0, which means it is less than or equal to 19, or it is greater than or equal to negative 19. Now, because this number, 3x minus 5, is within 19 units of 0, I can express this as a three-part inequality, as you see here. Once again, this first step is crucial. Without this first step, you're not likely to get to the correct solution. Now all I have to do is solve for x, and remember, in solving a three-part inequality, whatever I do to one part, I do to all three. I want to get that x by itself, so I will first add 5 to each part. We'll add 5, and add 5, and add 5. And I have negative 14 less than or equal to 3x less than or equal to 24. Now I'll just divide by 3. I'm dividing by a positive. I do not have to switch the inequality. And so negative 14 thirds less than or equal to x less than or equal to 8. Now, this is my solution. I want to graph this solution. I want to write this solution in interval notation. The graph, number line, and I will indicate negative 14 thirds. I will indicate 8. Now, because it's less than or equal to, we use a closed circle. I like to put the graph above the line. That way it's clearer. Closed circles, connect the dots, that's my graph. For interval notation, because I'm including the points, I use brackets. Bracket, negative 14 thirds, comma, 8, bracket. I'm all done. And that's it. Now, a comment. It seems that the books today have gotten away from closed and open circles, and they are trending toward using brackets when we are including the points, parentheses when we are not. My only concern with that, however, is point of clarity. If you're going to use brackets, you must make certain that in your writing they are clearly brackets and not thought to be parentheses. So as a safety, being a little old-fashioned, I prefer to stick with closed dots, open dots. I think it adds better clarity to the solution, less room for ambiguity and confusion. Okay, let's take the similar problem to this one, and this time instead of less than or equal to 19, let's make it greater than 19. And this will change our initial first step. But what these two problems have in common is this. The first step is to write down what this statement says. Now this says I'm thinking of a number. And my number is 3x minus 5, and that number is more than 19 units away from 0. Well, what does that mean? More than 19 units away. It's less than negative 19, way down there, or it's greater than positive 19, way down there. Down there or up there. Down there or up there. That's what I'm going to write. That's my first step, and that's the essential first step you want to write so you get this problem right. Remember, these videos are all about your success, helping you succeed in math and enjoy math and say, yeah, you know, math is pretty good. Well, there's always hope. Okay, here we go. So this number is less than negative 19. 3x minus 5 is less than negative 19. Or this number, 3x minus 5, is greater than positive 19. Now I have two separate inequalities. You want two separate inequalities. I'll solve two separate inequalities, and I will graph the two pieces and write the two interval notation expressions, and we can place either a union sign or the word or between them. Alrighty, so we'll add 5 to both sides, and 3x is less than negative 14, dividing by 3, x is less than negative 14 thirds. Here we will add 5 to both sides. So 3x is greater than 24, and dividing by 3, x is greater than 8. Alrighty, graphing time. So a number line, and I've got 8, and I've got negative 14 thirds. Less than negative 14 thirds. Open circle to the left. Greater than positive 8. Open circle to the right. And finally, interval notation. The line describes the interval notation. Here it is. So the interval will be, I'm trying to think it'll be good here, from negative infinity, we come up to negative 14 thirds. Notice you always have a parenthesis with negative infinity. I've got a parenthesis here because I'm not including negative 14 thirds, or parenthesis 8 to positive infinity, again a parenthesis. And once again, you could use the word or, which is fine, or you could use a large U symbolizing union. Union in set theory means one or the other or both. So there you have it, two absolute value inequalities, one a less than, one a greater than, showing you the crucial first step, how to set them up, then solve, graph, write them in interval notation, follow these steps, you'll get these problems right and ace your test. All the best and all for your success.